Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Gals. Today I have with me Cierra Mcdonald.
Hello.
Introduce yourself. What do you do here at Microsoft?
I'm a senior program manager in Xbox. I work for a team called ATG, which stands for the Advanced Technology Group.
Oh, that sounds fancy. What does that mean?
I like to describe it as it's a team of consultants, basically, working with the other engineers in Xbox who build the platform and build a lot of the features that users get. But then also working with the developers as well, third-party, first-party developers to help them make their games.
Yeah, so all the fancy like EA and all those companies will come to you and say, or read your documentation and learn how to build a game for Xbox.
Exactly, and so that's what I do is I work on developer education, and so a big part of that is the documentation that we have and sample code that we provide. Basically a lot of stuff to help them, like you said, make your game just in general. How do you make your game work with the Xbox consoles? How do you make it work with Xbox Live?
So do you actually try to put a game on Xbox, like for yourself to know how to do it, and you write how to do it?
I need to do that. You know, I just joined the team not too long ago, probably about maybe 3 or 4 months now.
Okay.
And so that's one of the things that I want to do over the holiday is to
sit
down. Yes, exactly.
Your docs?
Exactly. Right. Let me go through it myself
see this actually works.
Exactly. I think it's helpful, but it could always be better.
So you work with the engineers really closely.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're like, how does this work? Tell me, and then they'll explain it, and you.
Yeah, and so I work with them too, because we release new features all the time throughout the year.
That's true.
And so we want to make sure that we're actually documenting it and informing the developers that this new thing is available.
If you put out a new feature, no one's going to know about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
And then once they do know about it, then how does it actually work? What are some best practices? What are some problems that I might run into?
Nice. So you said you were only on the team like 4 or 5 months now.
Yeah.
So what were you doing before?
So I've been in Xbox for 9 years.
Oh.
Yes.
Isn't Xbox only 9 years old?
Yeah, basically. No, it's older than that.
Yeah, it's a little bit
but yeah, I've been on Xbox for 9 years, and so I had been on Xbox Live team for the last 7 years, I think.
So you have it for free, right?
What's that?
You get Xbox
Live
for free, right?
You know,
because you work for Xbox Live. You have to,
Yes, but I did pay for it before that too. So my tenure is continuing for sure.
Nice.
Getting my nice little number in the circle there. But yeah, and so for a long time, actually, before I switched to this team, I worked on achievements, Xbox Live achievements.
Awesome.
So I did that for like 5.5 years. So that was fun.
You decided what's an achievement, or what did you do exactly?
No, not quite. I know people used to always say, they're like, oh, can you just boost my gamer score? And I'm like, no, you need to work for it, just like I'm working for it. So no, I didn't make the actual achievements for the games, but more the system, the platform that the developers would use to then make their own.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
you actually built something that people are using.
Yeah,
that's great.
So it was cool. So I would help them sometimes if they had questions about design tips and things like that. But mostly the systems and features.
When you see that pop up, you're just like, oh my God.
It is, yes, exactly.
So that's a huge accomplishment. I'd be like, every day, I'd be like, look at that. I did that. Do you see that pop up?
Exactly, right. So I can't take credit for, having created it.
Thing,
Exactly. So, but it definitely was a fun run working on that.
What is your gaming score?
It needs to be better, but yeah, my gamer score right now is about like 87,000.
Oh, that's
so I wanted to get to 100,000 this year, and I still have time to do it, but it'll be a hefty task.
Do you guys know the highest gamer score out right now?
We do, but I don't know offhand what it is. But there are a handful, a healthy handful of people who are over 1 million at this point.
Wow!
So which is impressive.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah,
I mean, that's really cool.
Yeah, and we have gamer score leaderboards too.
Yeah.
So you can see month to month how much people are getting.
Yeah.
And I mean, some people they're like incredible. They're getting 10, 20,000 gamer score per month.
You just put that on their resume. That's
that's right. I think it should deserve it.
That's dedication. That is just being a really cool person.
Exactly.
Cool.
So yes.
All right, let's rewind now.
Okay.
Let's go backwards in time. Tell me about Cierra as a kid and how you got introduced to technology and all that.
So I first got into technology really young, probably about 3, I guess is my earliest. Do I remember that at 3? I don't know. I think it's a memory. But playing the old NES with my uncle. So that's what got me into gaming. That's what got me into technology. And so I would play, Super Mario and some of the other games like tennis, and some of these different things. And so that's actually how I learned computers too, getting into gaming, because I used to buy the old floppy disk games at the bookstore. And so my mom was basically like, yeah, if you can install it and make it work, then you're welcome to play
your
it.
first time grabbing a floppy disk, was your mom like, what is that?
Exactly.
What am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah.
You were like, Mom, I know, don't worry, I got it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she just walked past and was like, I don't know what's happening there. But and I had this really old computer, but it still did, got the job done.
Yeah.
And so I would play that, like Monkey Island. Oh, I love Monkey Island. And so that's how I learned how to use DOS as well, was just trying to navigate to install it and actually get the game working.
Yeah.
And
so what was the first programming language after that?
Oh God, the first language I learned that introduced me to computer programming was BASIC.
Oh, yeah.
I stumbled on a book about BASIC, and I used to read a lot. I still do, but I used to read a ton back then. And
how
found
old
this
were
book.
you?
Oh, I think I was probably about 8.
Oh, wow.
And I found this book, I think I was 8. Like now my memory is trash. So I'm just like, how old was I? But yeah, 8 or 11. No, 11. That seems right. And so I found this book on BASIC, and it basically had a program in it that you just copied verbatim, right? And so the computer would talk to you, like not today, like fancy Cortana and Siri and all of that, but more like it would just print something out and you would reply.
Wow.
And so the way it knew how to respond to your reply is you had to program it. So I knew what the computer was going to say back to me, but I grew up as an only child. I have a sister now, but at the time I was an only child. And so it was really cool to have like the computer sort of interact with you. And
that's so cool.
Yeah, so that got me into programming. But the first language that I learned for real was Pascal.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
So in high school, were you still programming on the computer? And
yeah.
What were you doing?
I was lucky enough that the high school I went to had a computer science class.
Oh, wow.
And so, because this is in the late 90s now, and so that's where I took Pascal and then learned C++.
Oh, you know C++.
I do,
That's
yes.
impressive. That's hard. Yeah, C++ is no joke.
Yes, right.
But you can build the nicest things with it.
Yeah, I use C# more now, but at the time.
Yeah, at the time. So
right.
Okay, and then so in high school you graduated, were you like, I'm going to go into computer science, I'm going to go into gaming, or?
I went into computer science. I actually wasn't planning on going into gaming, because at the time I thought gaming was making games only, and I thought it was graphics and AI, and I had no interest in either one of those. So I was like, okay, I'll just keep playing video games, but I'm not going to work in it. So I went to computer science and had a lot of fun with that. I liked the logic sort of thing of it, and problem solving was really fun.
What university did you go to?
I went to University of Illinois in Champaign-Urbana.
Oh, cool.
So yes.
So you graduated in 4 years?
4.5, thank you very much.
That's really good.
Because the winter in Illinois seemed like a fine time to take my leave out of the state.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I got my bachelor's in computer science and a minor in philosophy.
Oh, philosopher.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, because I took a class when I was in school and it was really fun.
Yeah.
And I basically discovered that philosophers just like to argue, and I love to argue.
Yes,
So
I took a class too, and I was like, I might make this my major. And someone's
Exactly.
like, what, you want to be homeless? There's nothing in philosophy. I was like, I can go to law school, I can do everything.
Right, right.
It's all logic. It's great. It's perfect for computer programming.
Yeah, it actually paired quite nicely.
That's great.
So, yeah.
So then what was your first job out of college?
First job out of college actually was Microsoft. So
What?
yeah,
How'd that work out?
I worked when I was in college. I did some internships and things, but my final internship that last summer before my last semester, I did an internship here in Redmond at Microsoft. And so after that, then I came out here full time.
Well, perfect.
So yeah, so that was almost 14 years ago.
So you've been at Microsoft ever since. So you don't know the real world.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Same here. Out of college, I don't know the real world. I like it here.
Yeah.
So what was your first team that you were on, or were you?
My first team is a team that has gone through many name changes, but these days I believe it's called Commerce Platform. But basically doing online billing systems. That was one of the internships I had in college, was working at a financial institution. And so, so I was an SDET, which is a software developer engineer in test. Yeah.
Okay.
So I made test automation and test tools and things like that.
That's great.
Working on like financial systems, dealing with like Visa and business rules in different countries and stuff. It was really interesting.
And the security of it too.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So there's a lot of stuff involved with dealing with money.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it again.
Yeah, I was like, most people I know that go into banking or something like that, they go hard and they learn a lot, but then they're like, I don't want to go back there.
Yes, I learned a ton though, because when I was in school, I had no interest in business at all. But from working on that team, I was on that team for about 5 years. And I learned a ton about like a lot of the businesses at Microsoft and how business is done outside of Microsoft and in different countries and things.
Yeah, that's
so
amazing.
Yeah.
So then what led you to get out of there and join
Xbox.
Another team? Oh, was it Xbox?
Yeah, I came to Xbox
Perfect.
right after. So, or technically, I guess I joined Windows Gaming at the time, but what switched me over was I joined the marketplace team for Xbox.
Okay.
Yeah, and so it's funny because even until that point, I still had in my head that making games was primarily actually building the game and doing these very specific roles. And that was a real eye-opener, like, oh, duh, it's a whole business.
Yeah,
So, of course, there are a lot of different roles that are needed inside of Xbox or gaming in general.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, I know so much more. There are tons of roles that are needed in gaming.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
I mean, just the hardware itself, like we make hardware.
Yeah.
We don't just make games too. It's
Exactly.
Just, it's marketing, finance, so many things.
Yes, artists and writers, audio.
Business for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's so cool. So what was the role you were doing there?
So at that point, I had already switched to PM, program manager.
Okay.
So yeah, so I was a program manager on the marketplace team. So, and then I've done a handful of different things before I landed on achievements. So I worked on fitness stuff for Xbox. I worked on, actually I did a lot of what's called digital supply chain, but basically how we actually get stuff in games or DLC or whatever into the store, the digital store.
Yeah.
Worked on like Windows Phone integration with Xbox,
so this
privacy.
Is anyone to do docs, it's you.
Yeah, right.
In every aspect. You know how this infrastructure works. Yeah, we'll see how this docs
Yeah, exactly right.
Do well. Okay, we'll see Christmas time when you work on it. Yeah.
No, but no, it's been cool. I've had a nice sort of cross sampling of a lot of parts of Xbox.
Yeah.
And so it's cool in this new job because I do have to work with a lot of teams around Xbox. And so it's fun because I see a bunch of people who are still in Xbox who, I worked with years ago. But then I meet a ton of new people too who either started recently or just started at some point and I hadn't met them.
Yeah.
There's so much more that happens in Xbox that I don't even know about myself. So that's kind of cool. It's like a walkabout a bit for me to explore what our business does, really.
Yeah. What are you most excited about for the future of Xbox?
Oh goodness, what am I most excited about?
Do you think they're going to dip into the AR, VR, MR world, or mixed reality, or is there a specific game you're more excited about, or just the new console in general?
Yeah,
I'm excited for that.
I think in general, probably the biggest thing to me, it's kind of a vague cop-out sounding answer, but I don't know, being in gaming, we are also on the forefront of a lot of technological progress that happens. Just with a gaming lens, right? And so that's cool to me. So a lot of the things you mentioned, those are definitely there, and just the opportunity to explore a lot of what will be the next thing in tech and how do we apply it in gaming is fun to me, and sort of thinking about that and not knowing what will be the next thing or how will we tackle it. There are a lot of approaches that we could bring to a particular thing like AR, VR, or AI and different things. What are we going to do with that, right? Or how do we help with making games? I mean, we're a platform, right? And so we make games ourselves as well, but we also empower other people to make games, especially, indies, and then we have the creators program, so then people who maybe consider themselves hobbyists can actually make a game and ship it on a console, which is like crazy. Who would have thought that you could do that when you're a kid, Yeah, and so it's like you never know what they're going to come up with, and so a lot of it too, I think, working on a platform is like, how do we support them and kind of either anticipate their needs, or as they get somewhere, how do we join them where they are and help grow with them, right?
Yeah.
So
I think Xbox is cool because it is like the cohesive Microsoft story has every little piece of what Microsoft works on in this box. And it just connects to billions of users. It's just so cool.
Exactly.
It's a good team.
So
I might switch over. Yeah, any positions? No, I'm just kidding. But I do love the Xbox team, and I'm excited for the new Xbox. Have you played with it?
Yes, I have.
Oh man,
yes,
I just
it's pretty sweet.
Mine.
It's pretty sweet.
Man.
Yeah,
that's a great story. Now it's time for the lightning round. All
Okay.
right, so I got a list of questions here. Oh, first I want to know, what's your favorite game? Like currently?
Oh man, I'm so bad at favorite
top
things.
like 3.
No, okay. So one is Monkey Island. Like I said, I love Monkey Island. It introduced me, I think, to adventure games, which then adventure games and RPGs are two of my favorite genres. I love Hitman. I love stealth games in general. So Hitman and Deus Ex, stuff like that. I'm one of those people who, you meet people who are like, oh, I beat the game in 20 hours. And I'm like, no, it's taken me 72 because I'm like slowly creeping around, going through all the like vents and stuff. And Yeah,
You're trying to
I
be
love
as
it.
stealth as you can when
Exactly.
you are killing someone. In
Yeah,
that
I
game.
remember the first time I played Hitman, and I was running through whatever the scene was, and I had just killed the guy. And so like I'm making my escape, and I ran through a kitchen, and then I saw like this bottle of poison, and I was like, oh God, I need to play this again, and next time I'm gonna see if I can use that to
kill him.
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
That's so funny.
But
I think I just played that scene. I remember.
Yeah.
I have Hitman too. I remember
so
going
fun.
through a kitchen scene.
Yeah. It
That's
sounds
good.
really weird actually
Yeah.
now to just talk about it out of context, sort of like, oh yeah, I saw this poison,
Yeah,
want
and
to
I was
go
gonna
kill this
him
guy.
next time we
Yeah.
played. Yeah. That's
So, but
cool.
again, I love the kind of problem-solving
Yeah.
thing about it, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
Have you owned all the consoles, like from Nintendo to PlayStation to Sega?
I haven't. No.
Okay.
So
Usually someone picks one and they go that route.
Yeah.
Because no one can afford all of them.
Exactly, and that's the thing. I think that some people are lucky to be able to have all the different things. I wasn't able to. My mom definitely took more of the approach of after I had gotten a couple of games amassed for my Nintendo. She was like, yeah, I don't think I understand why you need more. And they cost
Just
money
keep
and stuff,
playing
and I have
those.
other things I can do with that money. So you seem fine, you have games. So I had an NES and I had a Sega Genesis.
Okay.
And then, yeah, that kind of kept me for a long
little
time.
bit.
Yeah.
In high school or college, did you have any consoles?
In college, eBay was thriving by that point, and so I treated myself, once I had a job and stuff and some extra money besides like tuition and things, treated myself to a Dreamcast, thank you very much, with a handful of games, and so, yeah. So I played got introduced to some new games there, like Shenmue and some other things.
Okay.
And
then when you joined the Xbox team, Xbox was already out and about. And
yeah, and so I had an Xbox at that point, and I had played like PlayStation and Super Nintendo and different things like that because friends of mine had it.
Yeah,
but
it's always interesting talking about what console did you have
Yeah,
as a kid, you know?
So
What did you have?
PC gaming probably was a bigger one for me
Was
at that
it?
point,
Yeah.
just because I had a computer.
Doom
and
was
so
a good one.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Cool. Anywho, we're going back to the lightning round. All right.
Okay.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Oh, Star Trek.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. The new ones or the old ones or? I like the new ones.
So I feel like everyone's going to boo me with this one, but I'm not like a massive fan of either, but I don't dislike either. So, but Star Trek, Star Trek because my family watched it more, and then I always think of, I can never remember the name of that thing, but the thing where you could be like, I want some hot chocolate with cinnamon and 3 marshmallows, right? And it's like, I always forget the name of that.
The Microsoft coffee machines do that too.
That's true. Yes, exactly. See, technology.
It's like working at Star Trek over here.
Exactly, working in the future.
All right.
So yes, for that reason.
Okay. What do you spend money on that makes your life easier? Something that even if you're like broke, you're like, nope, I'm not gonna give this one up.
Yeah. Oh God, that makes my life easier. Oh man, I'm going to say, that's actually really hard to think about. That makes my life easier.
Is it like Uber Eats? Or a clean
I'll say Postmates. Yeah, I'll say Postmates. Yes, it definitely has.
You're not much of a cook?
I know I actually love to cook,
but
but I
some days
just,
you're just like,
going to the grocery store and keeping vegetables fresh
I
is
know.
so hard because
Someone needs to make a startup on that. Please
yeah.
fix this problem.
So if I guess Postmates will bring you like vegetables and stuff, but I don't trust someone else to pick my vegetables out for me. I'm going to be really upset if I get an avocado and it's all like brown and moldy
man,
already.
that would break my heart.
Yes, but meanwhile I trust them to bring me hot food and hope that I don't get like
Sick.
botulism.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
All right, that's a good one. Coffee or tea?
coffee all the way.
All the way.
Yes.
What's the first thing you do in the morning before you head to work? And don't say brush your teeth. I'm sick of that one. Everyone always says that one.
So, funnily enough, I got in the habit of, I used to be the type of person who wakes up with just enough time to like get in the
Jump
shower.
out the door, yeah.
Exactly, and head out to work type of
Okay.
thing. But so I started waking up a little earlier, so then I just lay in the bed. And I check Facebook, and I check like different gaming forums and stuff, and
What's your gaming forum? Your go-to?
I do go to Reddit a lot for a bunch of different stuff on there. So because they have a lot of subreddits for different things, so I follow certain games and I'll see what people are talking about in there.
So I guess that leads us to our next one. What's your biggest time waster?
My biggest time waster is Netflix for sure.
Oh, I know.
So yes, I'm a
The
huge
binge
TV
watching.
junkie. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm currently watching my way through Criminal Minds right now.
I haven't checked out. I should check that out.
Yes.
I like those thriller movies.
Yes, but I'm definitely the person who takes a show that I haven't seen that's maybe over or ending soon, and will power through like 6 seasons in a week.
Just to catch up with
exactly.
everyone else. All right. What's the most useless gadget you've purchased?
Oh man, useless. I'm sure it must be some sort of kitchen gadget. all kitchen gadgets are basically useless because it's not too hard to do everything with a knife.
That's true.
But then you want it when you see it in the store.
Yeah, exactly. Like a blender device.
Right, and then you end up like the people on the infomercials who are like, oh, right, I can't make it work.
The milk carton, it's too hard.
Exactly, it's so heavy, spill. Yeah.
All right, what's your favorite app?
My favorite app, well, clearly Postmates again. But besides that, probably, oh man, these are just way harder than they need to be for me.
I guess the Reddit app? I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'll say Sonos, I guess, because I have Sonos speakers at home too.
Okay, yeah.
And so that's super handy to be able to just constantly switch the speakers around. So yeah, I'll call that one my favorite.
Like you have one in the TV room, one in your bedroom, one in the bathroom?
I do, actually,
really?
yes. Yeah, I just recently got one and put it in the bathroom.
Nice. Yeah,
so,
I might switch over to Sonos. I like that whole...
Yes, because in that way when you take a shower and stuff, right, so then I can really hear it,
amplified.
Yes,
I love it.
So it was a splurge gift for myself.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right, what is your advice for the younger generation to get involved in tech?
To get involved? I would say, now computers are relatively prevalent and there's so much stuff available for free if you have internet access, right? Like a lot of free education, free apps, free tools. So I would say just jump in and start doing something, right?
Anything.
You don't have exactly anything. You don't have anything to lose to just kind of play around with it. You're not going to break stuff probably, and
You're pretty safe.
Whereas when I was growing up, a lot of stuff wasn't as accessible. But even still, I mean, we had relatively easy access to PCs and things like that, but at the library or at school. So yeah, that would definitely be my biggest piece of advice is just jump in and try stuff. You never know what you're going to like. What you think you'll like, and then you try it and you're like, never mind, that is not for me.
For sure.
Yeah.
So when you were playing with your PC, were you like, this is the future? I can tell.
Yes, exactly.
Or no, were you just like, I'm just gonna play around and have fun, and I don't care, like, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really think about it. I just was kind of like, yeah, this seems cool. I had like a Tandy whatever, and that sort of a thing. Or at school when we go to the Apple IIes and play Oregon Trail, that I was just like, oh, it does some kind of cool things. And then as I would learn different things about it, I actually had a lot of fear that I would break a computer, even up until I started in college. I was really worried about, like, I was never the person who took computers apart and did all of that. Because I'm like, I can't afford to replace it if I break it. So
you're very careful.
Okay,
cool. I like that advice. Just go play with it.
Just try it out.
Just do graphic stuff, do coding stuff, just do whatever you want.
Exactly. I try to do that now myself, and particularly with the job that I have now in the education sort of space where it encourages me to jump in even more myself and make the time to really try different things out. Like Unity's out there, Unreal's out there. Go try it and make a game and see if you like it, right? And or I teach a workshop actually on intro to game design, which is primarily a hands-on paper prototyping thing that I do usually with kids, but with anyone. I've done it for adults as well.
Nice.
Where it's like, just get used to the idea of coming up with a game. It doesn't have to be the best in the world or something that's going to make you $1 million. You don't ever have to ship it. It can be on poster board that you cut up, and bought from Office Max for like $3. And but the point is just to get the creative juices flowing, and
anyone can build.
Exactly.
You got an idea, just put it out there. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So.
I love your story.
Sweet.
This is a good one. All right. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.